I've got 5 reasons why Skytear is a miniature skirmish game that you should be excited for. Hello everyone and welcome back to the BattleCast. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a Kickstarter that's live now called Skytear. This video is going to be a brief overview of the 5 reasons why I think Skytear is a MOBA game that you should be paying attention to and that you might actually like quite a bit. So the first reason is that this game is streamlined. While the vast majority of stats in Skytear can be modified through cards and abilities, all heroes have the same movement, range, and abilities available to them. The warship action is kind of where heroes' uniqueness comes in. It often has a faction theme, like shapeshifting for the blue heroes, but its effects on that hero vary. For example, shapeshifting can give someone an improved skirmish action, but the same shapeshift can give another hero the Pierce ability. While I do love my complicated one-on-one games, it was kind of refreshing just to have a game that you could very easily jump into. What's really cool about Skytear is you can actually flip the hero cards over, and on the backside is a simplified version of that hero, and this is just so good for when you're introducing someone to the game. You can kind of play the game at its basic level, then flip the very same heroes over to introduce them to the more complicated mechanics. The second reason why you should be excited for Skytear is there's no dice in this game. Skytear uses a diceless combat system. Now, dice are often a necessary evil when it comes to this genre of game. Skytear pulls off the diceless combat system really well, using some clever mechanics to help balance it out. The damage in this game is pretty well established. If it says you're going to do 4 damage, you're pretty much going to do 4 damage. When attacking, heroes reveal the top card of their deck, and the modifier in the top right corner will either add or subtract to the damage that you're doing. Hyper-aggressive heroes can draw 2 cards and pick the best one of the 2. What balances this system out is that the very cards that you're drawing for their modifier are also what give your warband their abilities and the shenanigan factor. Cards with mediocre abilities often have really good modifiers. So if you want to run a deck with some really good modifiers in it, then you're probably going to be lacking on the ability front. You're not going to pull out anything that's going to just blow your opponent away. However, if you want the really game-changing abilities, like Gank, for 3 mana, where you can put any hero anywhere on the map into a bush, could be across the arena, it costs quite a bit of mana, and the modifier does nothing for you. The third reason I really like Skytear is it does minions right. I don't think I've really seen a game that takes the concept of minions pushing lanes and has successfully translated it to the board game medium as well as this game has. Skytear uses team presence to push minions up a lane, which makes sense. At the end of a round, you calculate how much presence or influence you have on that token and how much your opponent has, and you subtract the lowest from the highest, and the difference is how many hexes that token moves forward in favor of the person who has the highest value. So if I had 5 people in range of a token and you had 3, I would push the token 2 towards your tower. When the token gets in range of the tower, for each point I have higher than you, that's how much damage I do to your tower that turn, and if 5 damage is done to your tower is destroyed. The fourth reason why you should be excited for Skytear is the quick, dynamic gameplay. Skytear is deceptively quick. Even though the mechanics of the game are the same as a MOBA, push in, destroy the towers, push in, destroy the base, the actual win conditions vary greatly. There are 10 win conditions in Skytear, and before the game they're shuffled and 3 are chosen. Whoever completes one of these win conditions instantly wins the game. These win conditions can be push a lane till you destroy a tower, get a double kill, that is, have one hero kill 2 heroes in the same round, or even control the outsider in the middle for 2 or 3 turns. Competitive matches involve drawing win conditions, drafting your team and the cards you feel can help you best meet that win condition, then playing. What I like most about the dynamic win conditions in this game is that it forces both you and your opponent to adapt quickly to the changing board situation. You may want to kill 3 heroes to win the game, but if your opponent is heavily pushing your lane, you might actually have to run on over there and defend or risk losing. And the last reason why I think you should be excited for Skytear is the low cost. Skytear is not an expensive game. They have an entry-level game for $85 Canadian and the full game for $150 Canadian. This includes 52 miniatures and 160 cards. The creators behind Skytear actually pulled their first Kickstarter to change some manufacturing things to make the game cheaper so they could launch it again and have it be more accessible. I've got some gameplay videos of Skytear on my channel, which I suggest you check out if you're interested. Also, you can play free demos of this game on Tabletop Simulator and Tabletopia, and I'll have those links in the description below. Let me know what you guys think about this Kickstarter in the comments section below. I really like the idea of this game because it's not going to have the swinginess of dice. Sometimes I like to just take a break from some games, introduce new games into my life, and I like starting from square one. That's very exciting when you and a friend are both new to a game and you learn together. So I'm kind of looking forward to that with Skytear here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. New videos come out every Friday or Saturday. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like or even subscribing to the channel, or you can leave me a comment in the section below. Until next video, I'll see you then. Thanks.